Over 56% of education funding comes directly from property taxes and tax revenue. I'm left with an incredibly difficult task of figuring out how to pay for these mandates. I'm Erin Stewart, Mayor of the City of New Britain and a member of CCM's Board of Directors. As mayor, one of my greatest responsibilities is providing our children with quality public school education. While towns and cities are accountable for funding the majority of K-12 education within our borders, the state mandates everything from how much we spend per student to educator trainings and specific curriculum requirements. Each year, the state passes new unfunded education mandates without giving municipalities the financial resources to implement them. Over 56% of education funding comes directly from property tax revenue. And as mayor, I'm left with an incredibly difficult task of figuring out how to pay for these mandates without putting the burden on the residents of our city. One of the largest components of an education budget is special education. As student need rises statewide, costs are increasing dramatically, and they continue to outpace available state funding by over $70 million. And as it is, the state isn't even fulfilling its statutory obligation to reimburse eligible spending education costs to municipalities, which don't even kick in until we've spent over 4.5 times our average expenditure per student. Think about that for a second. Providing resources for high-need students should not come at the cost of breaking a municipal budget. It's time for the legislature to meaningfully address special education funding in Connecticut. By fully funding the excess cost grant and lowering the threshold for reimbursement for students that require special education services, municipalities will have the resources they need to provide for their children. The state must also provide resources for students who enter the district mid-year and are therefore not accounted for in municipal budgets. I think we can all agree that these are reasonable requests that positively impact students and taxpayers. There are over 1,400 state mandates imposed on municipalities. It is critical that the legislature stop placing unfunded and underfunded mandates on the backs of towns and cities. If the state believes an existing or new mandate is appropriate public policy, then the state should fund and provide a sustainable funding source along with it. CCM and its members are your partners in governing Connecticut. Let's work together to move our state forward. To learn more about CCM, please visit us at ccm-ct.org.